Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with Martin, and he is the Marcus kit by AK Kitagawa. He's a 20-inch kit and he wears a large newborn size. For those of you who are interested in this kit, he is a sold out limited edition. But if he speaks to you, I'm sure you can find them. I've actually found, took me 3 years, but I found a sold out limited edition kit that I really wanted badly, and I finally got her. But that's him, that's his size, because I know the on camera looks can be deceiving. You can't really make out what the sizes are. So that is his size, and I'm going to walk and chew gum at the same time, guys. I'm going to talk about My Little World's recent topic titled Eek. Yes, I'm a baby clothing snob. Embrace your hobby. Do you like nice baby clothes? Do you ever feel guilted for that? Yes and yes. So that's the short answer. But what I'm going to do before I get into this, I'm going to show you what kind of a snob I am. So I do like a lot of things from Children's Salon, and I do like a lot of UK brand stores because they're hard to come by here, and because of the fact that I have a YouTube channel, I really want to show things to you guys that you may not have already seen on another channel. So I like to keep myself up to date and fresh with, you know, some of the out of the country brands like Mother Care, Marks and Spencer. Next, I don't usually buy that much from Next, but I do really like other imports and European brands like Babadoo, and those I usually find at Children's Salon if that's a mystery to you guys and you didn't know where to find those brands before. But my ultimate favorite thing to do is browse Etsy. I have found one of my favorite things is socks. I have so many socks. I was just discussing this with a friend last night on the phone. We were talking about socks, and I just have so many. I even have socks that I haven't opened. And I have socks from friends that have sent me from Sweden that I've only used one pair, and I'm still saving the other. I'm hanging on to the other pair because they're so cute. So when the other one wears out, I'm going to use the other pair that's unopened. It's crazy, nutty, snobby, I guess if you want to call it, doll hobby stuff that we kind of all find our little indulgence in this hobby, and that's mine. But I love to browse Etsy for unique things because sometimes you just can't find certain things that you may have in your mind in a commercial, you know, or corporate conglomerate like Carter's or like Mother Care. So I enjoy, I guess you can call it a pastime, is browsing Etsy for me, liking things, buying things, talking to seamstress. But our very own little Reborn doll community has doll collectors / seamstress. There's a lot of creative people in this hobby, and one of them is A Little Dream Reborn Nursery, Melissa Kimball. She has been making some gorgeous rompers, and this is mine. I wanted to save to open it on camera. This will be the first time I'm seeing this as well. And oh, I think no card in there. So she made this little number. Ooh, it looks a little bit smaller than my last one. I think it'll fit him fine. I'm gonna try this on Martin because I think that the look, the colors, the brightness, the little yellow ducks and the blue will complement his pale blonde hair and his gorgeous skin tones. So this is me being a snob here. I am a snob for handmade things. I am a snob for one-of-a-kind things, if they're one-of-a-kind. This one's not necessarily one-of-a-kind. I saw it for sale on her store. I think she's made several of these ones, but if I can get something that's one-of-a-kind, I will. But if not, that's okay, because if I like it, and I want it, I'm gonna get it. So just go ahead, and in the description you will find a link to her Instagram store, and you guys can also check out her beautiful creations. So we're gonna get this guy changed into his new outfit. Look how cute he looks. This is so cute. I think the colors are just fabulous on his skin tone. Perfect on him. Oh my goodness. And the size is just perfect. Thank you, Melissa. You did so good. But I want to expand a little bit more on the topic about being a clothing snob. Now, when I first started in this community, and actually I'm talking about YouTube. When I first started on YouTube, I did buy a lot of things that I was, that the channels that I was watching were buying, Carter's and Gymboree. So I did a lot of that, but quickly I was like, well, I want to be able to I want people to come to my channel because they're going to see something different, and I don't want to be showing exactly the same things that I just saw somebody else that I'm watching showing. So that's when I started to venture out of, of Carter's and Gymboree. Not because I didn't like it, but because I felt the need to present something different, different content for my channel. There weren't too many people already doing it, shopping at children's salon. There were a few, but not too many. So that's the avenue I wanted to take with my channel. So, but I caught a lot of flack for doing this. I caught a lot of flack for shopping at, children's salon. A lot of people criticized, why would you spend, that much, why would you spend $30 on just a simple bodysuit? Criticizing the amount of money I would spend. Well, when I calculated out, the bottom line would be, I was spending just as much money at Carter's and Gymboree as I would spend at children's salon, but the difference is where I would spend X at children's salon for 2 outfits, I would spend the same amount of X at Carter's and Gymboree for 3 or 4 outfits. So that was the difference. Now, how did I rationalize this being okay? Quality over quantity, or you know what I mean? Like, why was having less okay for me? The way I rationalized it was opening up my store. I realized that every time I went through a cycle, a purging cycle, where it was time to move on outfits that I felt I enjoyed, and I can pass them on to anybody else who might have admired them and liked them and would like to have them in their own collection. I opened up shop, and I was getting at least 40 to 60% back of what I spent on things like from children's salon like Babadoo and Mebi and other European brands and UK brands like Mother Care and Marks and Spencer. So the return on what I spent on clothes from outside the US was a lot more than the return on stuff that I on trying to sell Gymboree and Carter's, because the things from overseas were harder to, they were more expensive to come by, and they were harder to get here in the US because sometimes some people just don't want to pay all the shipping fees and taxes that are included at the end of your bill when they get shipped out to the US. So the return on buying things from children's salon, buying things from other UK retailers was just more. So I'm getting for anywhere between 40 to 60% back on what I spend, and to me that's a great deal. So I felt good about my purchases. I felt good about how I was spending my money, and I had fun in the process because I really enjoyed the outfits. And then the cool thing is, once I've enjoyed them and I needed to bring in different styles or something, a new look for myself or a new look for my dolls on my channel, I got to pass it on to other people who now enjoy them and actually are getting a better deal for them than I did. But so I don't know, I guess call that being a clothing snob. That's the way my snobbery goes. I don't shy away from indulging because I know that when it's time to purge, the return on what I spent is satisfactory enough for me where I'm not losing a lot of money, or you know, I'm not having to slash things down or mark things down too much where, you know, I lose a lot. So I say 40 to 60%, sometimes 75% back return on what I spent on certain clothing is really nice. But I have been shopping a lot less at retailers and doing a lot more customs and custom clothing from like Etsy. And my favorite thing to do is get customs from people within the community, like Melissa, like Joanna's Creations. I really like shopping from them because I feel like they really understand the doll collector, because they are themselves doll collectors as well. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope that you love. I'm going to zoom in on Martine real quick here. Look at that. Oh my goodness, he's so cute. Look at that outfit. He looks great in this. So I hope you guys like what we talked about today. Let me know what you think. I look forward to reading your comments, and I encourage you guys to let's talk about our what we like, how we spend. Are you a snob? Is that okay? Do you consider that snobbery? I guess, you know what, I've been called a snob for doing it. You know, I've been made fun of getting excited about socks and I've been made fun of, you know, for spending this, you know, $30 on a bodysuit when I can spend that at Carter's for 3 or, you know, 2 or 3 outfits. So I'm gonna embrace my snobbery and just enjoy the hobby the way I want to enjoy it. And I hope that all of you guys enjoy it the same way. You're just gonna have to do what makes you happy, and ultimately the way that I enjoy it, and as I explained to you why it makes it more enjoyable for me, is the way that I'm doing it now, and I'm going to continue doing things this way because it suits me. And so that's all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll be back with another video this week. I'm doing a lot of pre-recorded videos because I have hardly any time to record videos lately, but I'll be back again this week. Thanks for watching.